Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6. Robinson with another carry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Ritter now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Here's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Searching 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
Ritter to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
Finds his man. There's Joey Madison.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gotw able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Hey, check, make it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Raiders at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ritter. Got a man, it's London.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Ritter throwing on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now Lance throwing on second down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gotw, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The Lance going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Take it to him.
Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. He'll let this go for Adams. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You're embarrassing us.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Raiders 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Meanwhile, Lance's and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
It's Williams on the catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Here's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 3 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out.
Powering his way forward.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. It's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
from 19 yards away.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, Lance.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the...
There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ritter completes this quickly.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ritter fires quickly out wide.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. The Lance now to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Black shot. Green jack. Slide through.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Lance again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be third and a mile.
Red, cycle. Ready, ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Blue strike. Six, mega.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Come on, set. Ball red.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gotw able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready, ready. Fight, white. Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Coup now for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's what we do. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Renfro.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
And Lance going to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lance to throw it.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gotw. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.